So here, it's still the same format. We're still going to go ahead and substitute in. So I've got 48 means equals 75%. So once again, change that to its decimal form, which is 0.75, because we only get to move 2 places. Of means times what number? There's my letter. Okay, so now the thing that's different about this one is I have to now pay attention to the fact that there's my equal sign, and W is not by itself on one side of the equal sign. It doesn't have to be on the left side, but it does have to be by itself. So in order to get W by itself, we're jumping back to stuff that we learned back in chapter 1. Okay, and that's where we isolated and worked to solve for a variable. So right now it's times 0.75, so we're going to divide by 0.75 to get it away from the W. So now W is by itself, but whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Okay, so now I can go ahead and do 48 divided by 0.75. And when I do that, I get 64. So I just found out that W is 64. So 48 is 75% of 64. Okay, and if we're working through this, if 48 is only 75% of a number, then we know that the number should be bigger than 48. Okay, because this percent was only part of that whole. Okay, let's try another one together. So 90 is 18% of what number? So 90 equals 18%, so 0.18 of times what number? Okay, there's my equal sign again. So I don't have to remember anything other than I have to understand that W has to be by itself. So right now it's times 0.18, so I'm going to divide by 0.18. Okay, so now I've got W by itself here. Divide by 0.18. So 90 divided by 0.18 gives me 500. Okay, so 90 is 18% of 500. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and slide one out and have you guys try that one. Whoops. Okay, go ahead. Whoops, that's the wrong one because that's the same one we just did. Go ahead and try this one. So we have 39 is 52% of what number? So you're going to go ahead and write your equation and then solve for that equation. You can pause your video and then check yourself in just a minute. You should have gotten 75 for this answer. Okay, so once again, making sure that you're writing up that equation so that I can check to make sure that you're understanding how to substitute in for is and of, and check again to see if you can solve for a variable. So make sure that you're writing up those equations. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to one other